What is going on, my YouTube friends? Guys, it's the first. It's January 1st, man. Happy New Year. You know, I wish all you guys the best on this new year. I really do. We're going to work hard, try to get some things done here with the Fairmont over at the junkyard. I got a lot planned this year. Hopefully it goes through and nothing gets in the way. You know what I'm saying? The wife and I, we want to go down to Ford Takeover this year. There's things we want to do this year that we didn't have a chance to do the last year or the year before because of COVID and because of working on the house and stuff like that. So hopefully we can get some of this stuff that we want to do done this year. Oh yeah, but the Fairmont, I'm pretty happy with what we got done. Let me turn around here and show you. And guys, I want to warn you, this is a little bit different video than I normally do. I don't normally do videos like this, but I kind of did a little DIY here. You know, nothing great, just something because I couldn't find anything on the internet or on YouTube to help me. So hopefully this will help someone. So let's turn around and see what we got done. So this right here is the bottom of the caster and chamber plates here. So I'm going to go ahead and get these. I'm going to slide this up underneath here. We have the spacers that go here. All right. So the spacers is what they're for. They're for so that way we have, when we put these on here, we can go ahead and we can have the travel on here. You see what I'm saying? So they kind of slide around there, but it gives this the travel back and forth because of the spacers right here. That way it's not riding right on to the shock tower there. So it's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and put our washers on. And then our 3 nuts. So this is all it is to put this caster chamber plate on here. It's very simple, very easy, probably like most of them, but kind of funny that, you know, when you got on here and got in here, when I started putting these together, I couldn't find anybody with this exact same caster and chamber plate, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a video. Now look guys, I'm not sponsoring these people or nothing like that. I just got the parts. They don't have no instructions for these things whatsoever. So I figured I'd do a little instruction video on these right here so that way you know what you got to do when you put them on. So once you get all that on there and you get your strut and everything ready to put on your car, which I'll show you that here in just a minute, you know, you got a couple different spacers that go on to the strut. They go up and through here that you got to put it to get these on here to get them lined up right. So that way you can put your bolt and tighten everything down. So I still got to go over and put my strut and everything together and get this done. Like I says, I normally don't do these kind of videos, but I couldn't find nothing on these. I couldn't find nothing on these, you know. So let's bring you back so I can find something. I'm sorry, to get something together and then we'll go that route. Well, I figured I'd bring you down here with me while I do this. But like I says, you know, this is getting everything ready so I can put the strut on and stuff like that. I got the A-arms, I got the spindle, so I'm getting ready to put the spindle onto the A-arm, which I've already set the arms up onto the cross member. And when I put the arms up here, I put me a little bit of lithium grease in there so that way, you know, we don't get so much squeaking it when it starts wearing in. Of course, we're getting a little bit of squeaking now, but hey, you know, we're talking about long range here. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and put this on there. And like I says, I'm not tightening anything down until I'm ready and got everything set. Then I'll go through and start torquing everything down. And, you know, just like the rear end, I still got to finish going through there and torquing everything down on that too. So I just want to get everything as close as possible. And I'll start torquing it down because like I says, we're going to have to undo all this when it gets on that ground and redo it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this as snug as I can for now. And then we'll go there. Yeah. We'll get it in here just good enough where we can put the cotter pin in there and then get it done. But everything's been going together so nice, you know, everything's pretty much brand new, cleaned up, ready to, you know, put together. So it makes it a lot easier, you know. And like I said, I went a little farther with this project than I really wanted to go. but it'll be worth it in the end, you know. I've learned a lot of things, and this ain't like my first build or anything like that, but this is definitely the first car that I have went this far on, you know. So, but we'll get her together. We'll get it done. But it's, you know, it's fun and exciting and all this other stuff, all the other good stuff. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this car. Yeah, buddy. Get down in there where I can put this pin in there. Get another turns in there. That's one thing that really sucks anymore. As you get older, you can't see as well. You know, my dad and I was talking about that this morning. So I get that, go ahead and knock that through there. And then we'll turn this a little bit and it'll kind of lock that ring in there. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, I got that in there. Then I'll get the strut and everything together. And then we'll bring it over here, place this, and then we'll go back up on top and slide it through the gasket chamber plate, you know. So this is pretty much what it looks like underneath there in that gasket chamber. That's what it looks like on the bottom down there. I'm sorry, you know. So, all right, let me bring you back here in a minute. So back to the Casper and chamber. I got the spring and everything put together. It's on the other side of the car. I'll bring it over in just a minute. But I just kind of wanted to show you this right here. This is what, you know, see how this is, and this was machined down so that way it would fit in here, all right? But this goes on the bottom of it. So let me show you here right quick. So this right here, as you can see right there, so that goes on the bottom of that. So that way, that's why it's machined down to fit in there. So this right here goes on the top of the strut. We'll slide that up in there, and then we'll put the other spacer on top there, and then we will proceed and put a nut on top of there. So let me get this all lined up, and then I'll bring you back. So we got the spring, everything all together, all the assembly, everything together. Yeah, buddy. And if you look right up there, you can see where I got that spacer. See that spacer's at up there. Now, if you don't put that spacer up there, the top of your coilover is going to hit up in there, and you don't want that. You don't want to mess that cap up where the bearing and stuff's at. So let's look on top here. Oh! Yep. So you see down there, it takes up the thing so your thing can go straight through there. So if I can get my wife over here to jack that up for me. Oh, the video's going, but it's not pointing at you, honey. Don't worry. She don't want to be on video, guys. I tried, though. I tried. Go ahead and jack it up. Push the jack in a little bit.
Yeah, push it.
All right, go ahead.
Looks like it's sliding off the block.
All right, let me bring you guys back so I get this adjusted. I had to reach down and extend the case there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slide that on there, and then we'll go right there. So I had to put the spring on there, or the jack on right there, so I could compress the spring to bring it up all the way through. So as you can see, I got it up here, and do the same thing over on the other side. So we got all that, everything's done, we got everything on there. So let me snug everything up and I'll bring it in. So wife come out and help me, and we got everything snugged up right now. And it's looking good, guys, looking real good. You know, so I'm gonna kind of go over everything and check everything out. I do have my rack and pinion, a manual rack and pinion for this. So I need to put that manual rack and pinion on there because I'm kind of afraid that it's gonna hit these. You know, so I'm hoping that the adjusters here will clear that. You know, so that goes up underneath there. So I'm thinking it will, because it don't go on top, it goes underneath. If I ain't mistaken. Now I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, you can tell me. So I just need to make sure that I can put the rack on here, have all the clearances, because it's a manual rack. You know, so, but yeah, everything's looking good, and I need to clean this one up too. I'll clean the other one up on the other side already. And like I said, I don't have anything tightened down yet, you know, but Guys, I think we're moving along on the Fairmont here, and I'm hoping to get some more done today. Heck, it's only what, 1 o'clock or something like that? We just had breakfast, so it's got to be 12:30 or so. Guys, this is awesome. All right, let me bring it. So, you know, this week we started off, the front end and stuff wasn't painted or whatever. Let's turn this around and we'll do a little recap of what we got done this week, all right? I think we did an amazing job, guys, and I appreciate your help. Oh, yeah, buddy. And I appreciate you watching, I really do. So let's turn this around, do a fast recap, and then we'll end this video. So when we first started off, we had no paint, no primer, no nothing on here. We cleaned it, we tacked it, we got everything done so that way we could get some primer and some paint put on here. So is what we did, we cleaned everything. This right here was all bare metal across the top right there. Like I said, I didn't paint this black because I plan on painting it the same color as the car, okay? So that's what we're gonna go. The car is pretty close to the color of these right here. Yeah, buddy, gives you an idea. So, so anyhow, we got everything primed, painted, set up, and ready to go, which was our plan for Christmas break. Yes, and I think we did a pretty good job, guys. I appreciate you being here with me. Oh yeah, it's a great thing. So then, after we got everything painted and everything done, we got brave and put the cross member on. K member, call it whatever you will. Everybody's got different names for it, you know. I had a guy call it an engine stand the other day, so you know that pretty much goes to show you. So anyhow, so we got the K member in, and I kind of hung that. And then we come back around and we put the control arms on the bottom there. Then we got the strut, everything put on. Oh yeah. So I mean, heck, we had a fantastic week, guys, we really did. I hope I didn't bore you too much with so many videos. Yeah, buddy. But you know, the thing about it is, if I don't do and get these videos done and get them posted, then I forget. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like to try to keep things in order for when I go to look back on things to, you know, get on the car to see maybe what I missed or what I should have done or what I could have done or what I didn't do. You know what I mean? So we got all that done. We got the casters on. We got coilovers, struts, K-frame, and we got the coilover. We got the struts on both sides. You know. So that turned out fantastic. And, you know, that rear end does look good. Oh boy. So everything's looking good. I'm really, really ecstatic about everything. And, you know, like I said, save your old parts because you never know when you might need them or somebody else might need them, you know, because my friend David, he took care of me because why? He saved his old parts, you know. So let's get back over here. And today, I mean, we're not finished. You know, I still got to put the rotors and everything else on there, but that's another day, you know, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see no 3-hour video. You know, I try to limit my videos to about 15 minutes or so, you know what I mean? So, guys, I might put a lot of videos out there, but they're really not much longer than 15 minutes, unless it's like a car cruise or something. So I have to admit, we did a pretty good job. Well, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. My old subscribers, my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. I don't care what anybody says. And if anybody tells you you're not awesome, you tell them come see me and I'll tell them you're awesome. Either that, we're going to send you like Car Mob or Sublime. They'll tell them you're awesome. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching my boring, drawn out, crazy uploads. Really, I really appreciate you. Oh, and I got another sticker to go on the board here, man. I got to do that too, but that's not going to be today. Guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year to you, and I wish the best for each and every one of you. Man, let's get out and get some projects done and do the things we want to do this year. Yeah, buddy.